On that, these things that had been already taken care of.
Right. Those are the tickets.
Okay, I'm gonna request a 2-year adjournment to be able to clear all of those up.
Yeah, because I did it before. I went through a thing where I had to get a whole bunch of clearances and took it. I had big old clearances stacked up about this thing big.
Whatever you could do, Your Honor, would be appreciated. Thank you for taking the time as well.
I'm gonna go out 60 days and see if he's cleared any of these. I understand it'll take a while, but he needs to show me that he's cleared some of these tickets by the time we come back. September 17, 2025 at 9:00 a.m.
And I can just look these numbers up and then let me know if they've been paid or do I just need clearances on them.
You need to call the courts, sir.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes, that's what you need to do. I'm gonna keep this same report so that I will be able to see whether you've cleared anything up.
Okay.
I'll see you back here for another pre-trial on September 17th.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm not putting those other two tickets on, just the one pre-trial.
Just the one pre-trial?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not paying anything.
Nope.
Okay, you want to take that?
Roll call the case of Ypsilanti Township versus Scott Stein. Case number 532.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Stein. Mr. Stein, could you please say your name for the court?
Scott Stein.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Is it still morning? That was so long I couldn't remember. All right. Good morning. We're here for something at this time.
Yeah, good morning, Your Honor. I apologize. I'm still chuckling at Mr. Mansour's 2-year adjournment request. That's pretty good. But we're here for sentencing. I don't have any corrections to make to the report, Your Honor. The recommendation is fair and appropriate. The only request I have as far as the recommendation goes is that Mr. Stein is asking if he could just continue on the Soberlink device rather than do random testing. He's got a new job in Jackson where he's moving to in a couple of weeks, and it would just make that process a bit more streamlined and easier to keep working if he doesn't have to drive back to Ann Arbor for testing. And he's been testing clean on the Soberlink so far, and it's just going to be easier with work if the court would allow him to continue doing that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Bernard?
Yeah, I've also reviewed the pre-sentence investigative report and the recommendations. I don't have any additions, corrections, or deletions. And as counsel indicated, I agree that I believe the recommendations are fair.
Thank you. Anything from you, Mr. Stein?
Your Honor, I just would like to apologize to the court. I made a terrible decision that night to drive. I'm grateful that nobody got hurt. Since that day, I've changed my lifestyle. I'm in a much better place physically and mentally since I've stopped drinking.
Thank you, Mr. Stein. I'm glad that you took accountability for it and that you recognize the effects that it was having in your life and that you can see the positive change now that you've taken these steps. And it appears that you're in remission. We just want to follow you a little bit to make sure that that is true and that you continue down the correct path. I am going to follow the recommendation of the probation department. I believe that it is fair. I think you were lucky that the officers were there that day to keep you from continuing to drive. It is the sentence of this court that you serve 93 days in the Washington County Jail, credit for 1 day served, 92 are suspended. You complete 2 days for a total of 16 hours of community service. You're on probation for 6 months. You'll be eligible for early discharge once you hit the 3-month mark, as long as you've completed all of the terms that have been outlined for you. Fines and court costs in this case for a total of $725. $30 per month probation oversight fee. You to report the probation monthly via the online reporting platform and during the fourth week of each month. You to complete a MAD victim impact panel within 45 days of today's date. There's no use of possession of firearm components, ammunition, or other dangerous weapons, and no being in the presence of anyone carrying or using those. No use of possession of alcohol, marijuana, illegal drugs, of anyone carrying or using those. I will continue the Soberlink if that works for you. Just modifying the sentence here. Give me one moment. You are to attend 5 open 12-step meetings, and we'll have a review in front of me in 90 days. And that's on October the 15th, 2025. And that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. At this time, that's still going to be via Zoom. There may come a point in time where we get a notice that has changed, but as far as we know right now, it's via Zoom. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And at that time, if you've completed everything, you should be eligible for early discharge. If you have not, we'll continue you on your probation until you have. Okay. You do need to contact the probation department to sign a contract regarding your sentence. I don't know if you were on the call when I gave out the phone number earlier today. Were you on the call?
I wasn't.
I think many of you weren't on the call earlier, so you all should write down the phone number now so that you'll have it when I ask you if you have the phone number, if I refer you to the probation. Let me know when you have a pen, Mr. Stein.
I'm ready.
734-483-7336.
Got it.
Thank you. Please make sure you contact them, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Call them after 9 o'clock tomorrow, Mr. Stein.
Okay, will do, Your Honor.
You're welcome. The court will call the case of Shakira Eubanks, 25W000670.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Donovan Luba on behalf of Ms. Eubanks. Ms. Eubanks, could you state your name, ma'am?
Shakira Eubanks.
Thank you. We're here on a failure to stop PD after a property damage accident for a pretrial.
Yes, I'm requesting adjournment in order to receive discovery. I believe they may have attempted to send it and had a technical issue.
No objection. That is correct. We're having some difficulty for some reason with that report, but we'll get it to you.
Thank you.
Given those concerns, is there any possibility we would be ready by July 30th?
We should be.
You think so, Mr. Lebo? You're the one who has to go to your client.
Presuming the report isn't delivered on, for example, the 29th, I would presume the 30th would be fine.
All right, Mr. Barnett, please try to get him the report as soon as possible.
Will do.
And I'm sure he will. Thank you.
July 30th, 2025 at 9 o'clock a.m. for a pretrial bond is continued.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Ypsilanti Township versus LaRasia Thomas, case number 25B00048.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Allison Muller here on behalf of Ms. Thomas. Ms. Thomas, can you unmute your device and state your name?
Yes, good morning, LaRasia Thomas.
Good morning. All right, do yourself pretrial today?
Yes, Your Honor, I do have the discovery now, but I do need time to review it with Ms. Thomas, so we're asking for an adjournment for that reason.
No objection.
Was July 30th work?
Yes, Your Honor, that should be plenty of time. Thank you.
Pretrial adjourned to July 30th, 2025 at 9 o'clock a.m. Bond is continued.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
The court will call the matters of Chond Shelton, case numbers 08W187149, 10W197231, 11T00665,
All right, let's talk about that. The sentencing hearing for Mr. Scott Stein gave us a courtroom moment that was part accountability, part pragmatism, and just a little bit humorous, though probably not for Mr. Stein. We're in front of Judge Webster for this one, and right off the bat, there's a chuckle in the room when the judge mentions, still laughing at another defendant's 2-year adjournment request. You know it's going to be a long docket day when even the judge loses track of whether it's still morning, but from there, things turn focused. Mr. Stein, represented by Sam Bernstein, was in court for sentencing, and the tone was professional all around. Bernstein made a reasonable pitch on his client's behalf. Keep the Soberlink device going, instead of switching to random testing, since Mr. Stein is starting a new job in Jackson. This wasn't just a scheduling issue, it was framed as a commitment to stability. Prosecutor Paul Barnett and the judge both agreed with the recommendation from probation, so that request was granted. Now that's cooperation in action. Judge Webster handled the case with fairness and clarity, carefully outlining a sentence that struck a balance between accountability and rehabilitation. 93 days jail, 92 suspended, 2 days of community service, and a clear set of expectations for early discharge. What stood out, though, was her attention to details. She personally made sure Mr. Stein had the probation contact number, repeating it and confirming he wrote it down. No assumptions, no brush-offs, just clean, structured justice. Mr. Stein's own remarks were refreshingly sincere. He admitted to making a terrible decision that night and thanked the court for giving him the opportunity to correct course. He didn't posture, didn't minimize, he just owned it. Judge Webster acknowledged his effort and noted he seemed to be in remission from alcohol use, while emphasizing the importance of sticking to the plan moving forward. Now, this hearing, it wasn't dramatic, but it was effective. It showed how a courtroom can function not just as a place for punishment, but as a checkpoint for change. Everyone stayed professional, focused, and clear on the goals. Even the moments of levity felt earned. And by allowing Mr. Stein to continue with the Soberlink system, something he was already doing successfully, the court showed that accountability and flexibility don't have to be at odds. All in all, it was a solid example of how a sentencing should work when all the pieces fall into place. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.